This is Larry Bodine, Editor-in-Chief of Lawyers.com, and today we're at the American Bar Association meeting in Chicago. We're speaking with Daniel Weiss, the senior attorney for the Brady Center to prevent gun violence. Daniel, I understand that there was a ruling in the Glocks versus Glocks case in Florida. What happened there?
That's right. A federal court recently struck down an outrageous law in Florida that told doctors that if they talked about the risks of guns with their patients, they could lose their medical license. The court found that was a blatant violation of the First Amendment, that it interfered in some of the most protected speech, private conversations that go on between a patient and a doctor in the doctor's office, and struck down that law.
So a doctor can ask whether or not a person smokes or whether they wear a seatbelt, but this law would have forbidden them to ask if they owned guns?
That's right. This was a very specific content-based speech restriction that said doctors are free to talk about any topic they want, but not guns. They can't warn their patients about the risks of guns, even though doctors are the ones who see the consequences of improperly stored guns. 8 children and teens shot to death every day in America. They're the ones who sign the death certificates each day. They have a very strong interest in protecting their patients. Yet here was the gun lobby coming in and saying, don't talk about these risks with your patients.
So is there any evidence that doctors were discriminating against gun owners?
The court was shocked to see that the legislature passed this law based on no evidence whatsoever, no studies, no research. In fact, all the research point to the opposite, that guns pose a serious risk and that discussing these risks can help save lives. And yet the gun lobby said that doctors should not be allowed to talk about this.
Now, I understand that the NRA is pursuing a secrecy campaign so that people don't know anything about the risks of gun ownership. Do you have any more information about that?
That's right. This was an important part of the NRA's campaign of secrecy to keep information about the risks of guns from the public, because the NRA bosses have a strong interest in raising money and in selling guns, not in protecting the safety of gun owners. So there are everything from restrictions on the CDC and researching ways to protect children from gun deaths to restricting government release of information about the dealers who are supplying criminals with guns.
Well, thank you very much, Daniel. This is Larry Bodine at the American Bar Association Conference. I'm the Editor-in-Chief of Lawyers.com.